Boom, and we're live. Hello and welcome everybody to another live in the realm. So today's video, there is no real set plan or games or any specific special guest or anything like that going to be happening today. This is more a talk, some thanks I have to give, and just generally catching up with you guys. So I can see a lot of friends here. We've got Darcy here, Bobby here, Drew's Exotics. Drew, I still don't have your information. Was it you that won the first magnet? If it was, trying to remember if it was you, I still didn't excuse me, receive your info to get the magnet to you. Excuse my cough, everyone. I'm not sick, it's just I need to change the coil in the vape. It's gone a bit gross. So how are we all? So yeah, Drew, if you've got Facebook, I'll still send out your magnet. You just need to message me on there, or Instagram, or bugrealms@outlook.com. Hello, Kate. How are you doing? Hiya, Mark, and everybody else joining. So this is a nice little turnout for the start of the live. So thank you very much. If anybody at any point does want to jump on the stream, I'll be more than happy to have a guest or two on. I don't really want to flood the stream, but we can have a couple on if you guys want to join in, because there's no real set plan. So before we get into that though, I have to give out my thanks. So I'm feeling fantastic, absolutely fantastic right now. So as you guys know, the whole demonetization rubbish went on. That's still going on. And I was lucky enough that a few of my wonderful disciples of the realm, my financial supporters, a few of them switched over to Patreon because I can't receive money through channel membership anymore, or through ad revenue. So a few of them jumped over to Patreon for me so that I could still have some financial support. There were some others that then upped also the money that they were providing me each month as well, to try and help, especially things like Project Paradise happen. And that was just wonderful. But we were still got to a point where I was still a set amount of money short to continue Project Paradise. And then, without naming a person, because they like to be more of a background person, so I won't be giving out the name, one of my financial supporters boosted my Patreon right up to what I needed to continue Project Paradise. So I literally have the best financial supporters, the disciples of the realm, ever, in my eyes, ever. They've banded together, and I'll admit I'm still not making the amount that I was making before, but I am making the amount needed to continue Project Paradise. And I was about to start selling half my collection. I was going to cancel planned holidays even. Well, I was considering it, or I was going to cut down what I wanted to do on this holiday. I don't use financial support money to do anything to do with holidays, but I would have had to still continue providing to my projects with my wages, meaning I wouldn't have the money to do holidays, if you see what I mean. So yeah, and the fact is now, because of the generosity of my disciples of the realm, and also I've got to give thanks to those that are still watching me, still continuing to enjoy the channel. You're wonderful people too. But because of these people specifically, we can now continue Project Paradise. So that's the main message I wanted to get out today, was just this gigantic thank you. It's just amazing, absolutely amazing what you guys have done for me in my time of need, because this is not a quick project. This is a project that's going to take up to like 10 years to develop. It's a really big thing that I've got to keep pushing at. And when you have something, especially in the earlier stages, just hit you like that, take away all the funding you were putting into that project, which was about 80% I think it was, of what I was making was going directly in Project Paradise, and the other 20-ish% was going on feeders, maintenance, and upgrades for enclosures and things. So the fact that we've got that Project Paradise money is just amazing. So I haven't been reading the comments because I've been looking at the camera, because I wanted you to to see it real. You know, I want you to be able to look in my eyes and know that I genuinely am grateful to each and every one of you. So massive, massive thanks. So I'm going to have a little look back now. Oh, we got quite a lot of people here. So we got one saying the stream is slow. Hopefully that's not for everybody's case. Oh, we got Skarner in here. We got Gar in here. James is back in here. Isaac's back in here. We've Russell. We've got some good people showing up here. I'm sorry if I didn't mention anyone's name specifically. Just kind of cutting down through. So yes, Project Paradise will live on. It certainly will live on. It's going to be amazing, absolutely amazing. So I don't know how I'm going to do it today, but we will be checking out another way to win one of the limited edition magnets. We've still got a fair few in the pile before we move on to getting rid of these and getting a different one. So that's pretty cool. We'll figure that out later. I'm also willing, depending on how many Phasmid keepers are here, I may, if it's UK, this will be UK only, I'm afraid, may give away a few over today as well. It all depends. It all depends on if we've got people actually willing and wanting to keep Phasmid species here. They're not like your tarantulas where, you know, you can simply adapt anything to you know, if somebody gifted you a tea, you can get yourself a little storage tub and sort it all out. Where with your Phasmids, you've got to be able to get the right food plants and so on and so forth. So it depends how many keepers that we've got in here. So I might drop a little link, maybe, if I can remember how to do it, and give people the opportunity to jump up on the screen if they choose to. If you don't want to, that's absolutely fine. What's Darcy saying to me? Sorry, I've got to click it to be able to read. I found Nymphs L1 for the... Oh, is that the Mantis we were talking about before? Yes, I am. We are no longer friends. No, yeah, of course we are. But yeah, brilliant. So, right, how do we... Let's get a little link here. Let's copy this. I'm going to pop in a little link in the comments. If somebody wants to join up as a guest, you are more than welcome to. This is not going to be a particularly long live stream. I had no plans for today, and then when everything just came, and literally I was so emotional when this happened that there were real tears in my eyes of just not even just joy, but like amazement. And why are these people doing this? You know, you people, why are you providing me that hard-earned money? Like, to know that you believe in something that I believe in is just incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And I'm not going to lie, you know, I grew up a bit of a weirdo. No one really understood me growing up. I had my own thought patterns, my own mental health issues. Nobody really ever understood me as such. I had some great friends. I've got really good supportive family, but I never felt like anyone really got me. And then coming into this hobby, coming onto YouTube and coming up with these project ideas and having other people not only get me or get what I want to do, but will even help fund that and make that happen is just like absolutely mind-blowing to me. Absolutely mind-blowing. So I've popped in a little link there. If no one wants to come up, that's fine. But if someone does want to come up, you are more than welcome. And we're just going to chat for the rest of today, guys, because as I said, we'll find out a way of giving one of these away. But the main purpose was just to thank you all. So yeah, still a weirdo. That's true. Yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed to share this story, but that's one nasty pigeon. That's all I'm going to say about that. So we've got a few people have lost some mantis here by the looks of it. That's a real shame. them dropping during the molting process seems to be something that I haven't I haven't figured out how to achieve yet. Obviously, with things like molting and higher humidity allows a more successful mold, but actually falling, when they've got the right amount of mesh and so on provided, I'm not sure. So there's someone in the background here, but it says device is not connected. So you would need a mic or a cam or both before I can add you to the stream. So you'll have to connect up webcam or a microphone if you don't want to be on camera. Hello to everyone else joining. Do I have any ghost mantis? I don't at the moment. So I had one that became adult female. I had one that didn't make it quite to adulthood, passed away as a male, and then I had another nymph that I have no idea why it died as well. Like, I'm not particularly great with ghosts, and they're one of the easiest mantis to look after. And for some reason, I think I've probably had about 4 in my time, maybe even 5, perhaps, and I've only ever raised one to adulthood, and I literally cannot tell you why. Yeah, I have raised things like, excuse me for using common names here because I don't remember. I'm not really up to scratch with mantis scientific names, but I had what was originally Herodula species golden, which now has a proper name, but I can't remember what it is. I raised one of them to adulthood. I've raised the Madagascar marbles to adulthood. I've got the double shield mantis at sub-adulthood at the minute, so one more molt away, female. So I do all right with some species, and then others I just don't do very well with at all. So, one moment. I'm trying to catch up reading this, but I've got to lean in to see. Hello, Northern Exotics. So Amy here says, I'm new and thinking about getting into mantis, but I need to find some more info. So what I would say to you is actually go to some of the mantis dealers and speak to them. A lot of these small time businesses like Mantis Den, Cheeky Mantis, they're ones in UK. Speak to them, get some breathing advice off them. Don't just use Google because you can find a lot of things. Right, hang on. What's going on in the background here? Let me just have a little look. Hey.
Hi.
Welcome to the stream. We got Bobby in the house. So I think we have another here. I think Drew wants to come on in. It's showing no camera though, Drew, and a muted mic. If you want me to add you in, just say so or unmute your mic and I'll pop you up on the screen. How are you doing, Bobby?
Oh, not bad. I'm just making some tombstones for our next show.
Oh, yeah. Going well?
Not bad, not bad. First, I'm repairing one that we've already broken.
Oh.
There's the eyeballs I made last time.
That's class. Right, let's try and add Drew here and see if he wants to have a little chat as well. Hello, Drew. I'm not sure if, what am I doing? There we go. Still learning these buttons. When am I getting ants? Yeah, well, I don't know. I was actually looking up some after watching your video today. And I thought, no, I haven't got the money right now. Just don't even look at the websites anymore. And I put it down. So not for a little while. But maybe if you keep on teasing, I might have to. Oh, I've got the news just popped up on my screen. That was weird. Oh, Drew's gone. Mind you, Scanner, James here, him, yeah, he was up on the last stream. He's getting an interesting answer, so I think that you should have a conversation with him and try and convince him. So he's got a Mantis now, why not get some ants? Right, is Drew back or not back? I can't quite tell what's going on here, so I'm going to add him back in and we'll see what happens. You there, Drew? Right, what else have we got here? Oh my goodness, I've got to stop bringing up the news. I don't even know I'm doing that. There's something on my start bar, I think. When I hover over it, it just brings up the news. What's this? Sam, do you have any ideas for small alternative feeder insects? Well, actually, it's nothing out of the ordinary, really. But I decided today, for the first time, to use live maggots. Captive bred live maggots, so they weren't like just, you know, on some rotting nasty that's been out in the garden. Like, these were captive bred ones of, I think, of a housefly or a green bottle. I can't remember which ones I went for. And I tell you what, things took to them really, really well. They're small, they're juicy. The slings liked them. Small mantis liked them. What else did I try? I think I ended up. Oh, I did feed it a spider that was just hanging around in my room as well, just because I thought it would be fun. So maggots are pretty cool. They're pretty cool. Oh, I don't know what to talk about now. So Bobby here on the stream, I actually did tell off for upping her amount of Patreon funding. So I think a few people have had a little bit of a telling off from me, but I do appreciate it though. Thank you very much.
I do what I want.
I can't argue with that, can I? Right, I can't read things unless I bring them up here. I can get a pint of them for 50p. Great for turning to flies for mantis, or an exciting treat for a spider. They don't have mouth parts that can damage, so they're great. Yeah. So yeah, do you go to maybe a fishing shop for your pint of those, or do you get them online, or what's this? Sam, you're the only YouTuber I join a live stream to. No other YouTuber attracts me. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. There are some wonderful people here in the stream that are YouTubers, though, who have done some interesting lives before. But I do really appreciate it. Thank you. God, it's a busy stream tonight. It is, actually. It's more than I expected to show up just for a thank you video. They're the kind of things where people just click on it and then click off. So yeah, I'm getting more than I expected. Oh, you want to know what my favorite mantis is? Oh, no, don't make me pick a favorite child. I couldn't tell you, to be honest with you. Right now, I couldn't tell you. I tell you one that I've always wanted that could potentially be a favorite if I ever got it is, again, I don't know the proper name for it, but are the glass mantis. I think they look really cool. So if you don't know what they are, just Google glass mantis and you'll see why, straight off, why they interest me. And there's the other one is the one that I talked to Darcy about. Darcy is here, but I cannot remember the name of it again that I sent her. But they have like really big shields, and they're very rare in the UK. But like their shield part is massive, absolutely massive. There we go. So yeah, fishing shop. So there you go. If anybody wants to try out the maggots, go to a fishing shop. You can pick them up really dirt cheap. Probably cheaper than if you were going off and buying fruit flies. I know they're bigger, so if something needs a fruit fly, maggots will be probably too big, but definitely worth it. James says, so for those not in the know, basically saying who's Bobby and what does she do? Do you want to explain that one?
Well, I have a small YouTube channel, very small, less than 100 people, and I work at Walmart. And in case you can't tell from the accent, I'm American. In my spare time, I play with my spiders and build stage props for the local theater group.
So there we have it. I like theatre. It's pretty cool. Oh, Jade's here. Hi, Jade. How are you doing? I missed an ant question from Darcy. What was that? What did I miss? Oh, God, reading up hurts my eyes.
You need glasses.
Yes, I know. Not happening. Oh, I think I can't see this question. Oh. So that's that name that I was trying to get earlier of what I really, let me just, yeah, it is, isn't it? That's the mantis with a massive, let me just check. I am thinking. Yes, that's the one. That's the mantis that I really want right there. You can look that one up as well. That's a cool mantis. The message to you there, Bobby, from Amy.
Thank you, Amy.
Darcy, what are you looking to get so I can buy them first? No, we're not playing that game. No, because I'll be there at work, probably having an awful time, and then I'll go on my break and I'll get this message ping up from you going, look what I've got. And then I'll have to go into the toilets to cry. Oh, what's this question here? Sam, one of the best phasmids to introduce to children. I have a few species of small ones, but wondering if you have a good one to introduce to my little boy. Right. Okay. Yeah. I suppose it depends if he's at the age where he would want to hold them or just watch them. I think if it was going to be a watch and not touch, I'd go for a very cheap and simple Periphasma schultii, the Black Beauties, because they're stunning to look at, interesting for children, but they do contain a spray, so probably not one for handling if you're small, because it won't feel very good if it gets him in the eyes or in the face. What else can I think of? Oh, there are so many. I think a lot of beginners to start off, you might have these if you've already got some with the Ectatosoma tiaratum, the Maclay's Spectre. Let me go get one for you so you can see exactly what I mean, even if you've got them, so we can show other people. One moment. Oh. Come on, Gary. What was that noise? Whoa. Where are we? These. Oh, she's kicking off a bit. Hang on a moment. Ah, no. So she's got a leg missing, so she's not as stable as some others. And my webcam isn't the best. But this is a little female. Really easy to handle. If they do show signs of aggression, they can kick, but it doesn't hurt. Obviously, they'd be a bit more stable than she is with a missing leg. but they have the characteristics like a scorpion where they'll curl their tail. They're tiny and kind of black with red heads when they're first hatched, and they get quite bulky. Males do fly though, but you can have a female only culture, so they don't need a male to reproduce, but you'll have stronger bloodlines if you do introduce males. The females will have tiny little wings, but they can't fly. They just kind of rustle them. But yeah, I think this is the species that got it all started for me anyway. So where are we at? Oh, Ben's here. Hi, Ben. Jade says, leaf insects have been good for my little sister. That's true. Yeah. Most leaf insects are pretty good, pretty sturdy. They can be a bit fragile at a young age, but once they start growing, they're pretty easy for the most part, or most of them are. But these are the ones for me. I absolutely love these. And you can have colour morphs of these as well, which is another good experiment to have with children. I haven't set up anything in their tank this generation to give them a kind of mossy look, but you can do. I'm leaving it a bit late now because they're half grown, so they may not adapt to it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. My last generation, so these ones, mums, they all took on like a very light green coloration. Ooh, nearly lost her. We got Mark's. What's Mark said here? Lifespan of one of those. They can vary. You can go anywhere between like a year and a half. And then there's some other species that barely make it to a year. And then there's other species again that will live over 2 years. So it is very varied on how you keep them, how warm they are, things like that. Kind of similar with your tarantulas, how you can potentially, heat them up and have them molt faster and things. It's the same sort of deal. Also to do with their bloodline. So if you were keeping only females like this, I would say in a couple more generations, they'll start living less and less because their genetics will start to fail a little bit. But you introduce some males and get some new bloodlines going, and they'll be happier and healthier and live to more like a year and a half, roughly. Minnie Rock just said she really wants one. I ain't saying no either. I'll do a count, Amy. I'm not sure if I've got enough left to pass any more out this generation, but if I do, you are more than welcome to some. Or if it's just the one you want, I could probably spare you one. If you want to, just chuck me the postage. I'll get one on the way. I won't send this one. I'll give you one with full legs. But yeah, I'd be more than happy to. Oh, Ben answered my question for Mark anyway. So yeah, Ben got himself, so he's got the lichen form. They're really, really cool. They do tend to just go green as adults though, but they are really, really cool as they're growing. Just never be confused when buying over. If you see sellers saying that they're that morph and that, so the over's worth more, that's when it becomes a lie, because this is environmental. So if they don't have the right environment around them, they will always be brown, always. Because as I said, this one's parents were a very nice light green, and as juveniles were a very powerful looking green as well. I have pictures. If anybody wants one, just message me on Facebook. I'll show you the picture of this one's mum as a juvenile. But yeah, when it comes to the eggs, they all have the potential to it. Some don't quite have. They've got to have it in their genetics too. So if you get the pure blood from specifically from a certain locality in Australia, are more likely to be able to take the form on than your typical hobby forms like this one. But they all have the potential. I love how you name everything, Jade. I couldn't do that. There's too many in this room. Have you tried the metallic stick insect, Sam? So depending on what you mean, if you mean the A manga that used to be a phallax, I used to keep them. I'm not sure if it was before YouTube or when I just started my channel. Don't think I ever showed them off. I kept them for a while, and then I passed them on because I'm an idiot to somebody that really wanted to try them out. And I thought, that's all right, I can get them again. I'll raise them fine. And then I realized their prices kind of rocketed up in the last couple of years. So I've been kind of a bit put off by that. But that is another species I will get again because they're amazing.
At least you can have them over there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You get your own though, don't you? Your own native ones or something, or is that just set apart? Yeah. So that's pretty cool. At least you can see them in the wild. Although we've had some wild species coming in my hometown, I just haven't gone to look for them yet this year because they're in people's gardens right now, and I don't really want to be just moseying around other people's gardens. Right, I probably missed quite a lot here.
Local man arrested for trespassing.
Yeah, it's quite possible. It's not in the nicest of areas of where we are either. Probably just get attacked by local drunks.
That's why I live in the country. There's nobody for miles.
Yeah, I can't drive though. I would be no good in the country. I'd have to walk like 5 hours to get to work. Wouldn't be great.
That would be bad.
Oh, I think I've missed some things. All right, I'm just scrolling down the comments now, guys. I'm just so sorry if I've missed anything. If it's anything important, just write it again. Right, I'm going to put this girl back. Yes. Oh, okay, hello. Okay, where are you going? They just don't care.
I like her. She does what she wants.
Yeah. But she get a butt out my eye, though. Anyway. Oh, caught ya. Skills. It's like dealing with toddlers, these. So we've got Isaac that's got too many of certain species. Some Ramulus and Indians. I can't get Indians again. I was thinking about getting a few more just to do some more educational videos because they're quite literally the easiest ever. But I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it because last time I tried to not keep them anymore, it took years because it only takes one hidden egg and you're back to it all over again. Absolute nightmare. Right, let me go pop her back. And then if you guys want to get out any more questions or have anything else to say, I'll probably stay on for another... we could end it within an hour. So let's say 25 more minutes if there's anything anybody wants. I mean, I've said what I needed to say today. I still need a way of giving away one of these. How do I give away one of these? I don't know what to do. Oh, actually, I could do it with a stick insect question, you know, because somebody asked it as a competition on Facebook, which I already knew the answer to. But how did they word it? Because I might use the same thing, just for anybody that's actually following. Apart from Isaac, who's already won one of these. But if Isaac wins, he can pick someone else to have one. How did they word that question? Let's have a look. Oh, I can't be bothered to find it. So I will just say it in a second. Let me just see where we're up to. Okay, so here's the question. Now, unless you're really into the stick insects, you will probably not know the answer to this, or you may even be able to guess. So if anyone's already won a magnet and you win again, then you can donate it to somebody different, okay? So my question is this. You've seen that if you've been following my channel for a while, you know I kept a Uricantha calcarata. What Uricantha has recently entered the hobby, as in really recently entered the hobby in Europe for the first time this year? This has been really, really recent, and it is literally the most exciting news because it is one that has never been in our hobby, but I have always wanted.
I can't remember it. I know you told me, but I can't remember it.
Hello, Rachel and Kieran. Thanks for coming. Does anybody know which Uricantha species has just entered the hobby? It is one that you would see mentioned quite a lot within the hobby as something everybody wanted. And as another tip, they were also put into absinthe bottles, dead specimens, for quite a few years. I believe it would be over in the Asian countries when they would buy absinthe. You know, you used to get the bottles with, like, you'd see a grub inside. They also did it with this Uricantha species. You drink it, you bite it out, you pull it out, you spit it out. It's disgusting. So yeah, they bred them for that, but they wouldn't let them enter our hobby until we had oh, there we go. Are you the first one to say it, Isaac? Because if you are, you can pick anybody here. There we go. Yes, it was the Uricantha horrida, the most sought after Uricantha in the existence of the hobby, that in fact some of the best hobbyists and breeders in the entire world have spent, or one in particular I spoke to, has spent 30 years trying to obtain them. 30 years, a lot of money and a lot of time trying to get them into the hobby, and they happen to come in this year. So, Isaac, do you want to pick anybody in this that's been in this stream, anyone at all that hasn't already got a magnet? Just name them. It can be anyone for any reason, and I will send it to them. You can choose. Even if you don't know them. Doesn't matter. Just anybody's name who's in here that you would like me to pass that to. We had someone that was going to say it, but doubted yourself. To be fair, if I hadn't have known about this happening, I would have doubted it too, because it was just one of those things that you just never expect to ever happen. Everyone's just given up on it. Can I ask them a question? What does he say? Can I ask them a question? And the best answer, I pick them. Yeah. If you want to do that, of course, I'll put your question up on the screen there, and you can pick depending on that, Isaac. Oh, I'm waiting for this question now. Ooh, what's it going to be? Hi, Moon. Hi, Diana. Hi, VS, by the way. And everyone else that's joined. Henry G. Right, here we go. The question to everybody. Who watches Doctor Who and who isn't our favourite Doctor? Oh, wait, sorry. No, he's corrected it. Who is your favourite Doctor? Okay, there we go. So that's just his question. He's just going to pick from the answers. So who is your favourite Doctor from Doctor Who? I'm not really a Doctor Who person, if I'm honest with you.
Matt Smith.
There we go. I'm not going to answer either because I can't win one because I've got loads of the things. So we've had different ones. So Mark doesn't watch it. Kate says David Tennant. Oh, we've got a few of these coming through. And you take as long as you want, Isaac, to pick your person. Got quite a few David Tennant fans here. I think I watched a few of the ones with David Tennant in, actually. Oh wait, he's already picked. Sorry, I didn't see your thing. So Kate Hampton, there we go. Kate Hampton wins. Beautiful. What was her choice, by the way? Oh, she was the David Tennant one. Okay, Kate, cool. You win. Just message me. You have me on Facebook, don't you? I'm sure we are. Message me your address, and I will send one your way. And then I think because I like to give 2 of these away, I think I'll have to send one to Bobby for coming up on the screen for today as well.
Thank you.
Thank you for raising your funding to me because it really has helped a lot. So I will send you one. Okay, so that's 2 going out today. Well, tomorrow. Might take a while to come all the way to yours, but it will be posted.
I'm used to that.
So
I
there
get
we
to
go.
see everybody opening super cards and all this other stuff. I'm like, I want mine.
I still don't have my keeper cards yet, either the Fatal Fangs ones. Seeing all these other people get them, and I'm like, huh, like a kid with my hands on my hips, getting annoyed. I want mine. Look, I'll tell you what I might do, actually. I talked about giving away some over. I might save that for the next stream. So what we can do then is try and bring in some more UK Phasmid keepers into the stream rather than just being 1 or 2. Because I know a lot of people here don't actually keep them. They just follow me and my journey with them. But there are quite a few keepers that may not have joined this stream because it had no real Phasmid purpose to it. So maybe we should do that next time. Maybe I will give away. I've got enough to give away 2 batches of over. What do you guys think? Should we do that in next week's? We'll figure out a way to be able to give them away. Of course, we will still offer these because these are worldwide, and I want anyone in the world to be able to win them. But the over will be UK only. And although I could technically send them to Europe, I don't want to be flagged up because of the whole Brexit thing. So I'm going to stick it to UK. What's this say? I'm not happy tonight. I dropped a cup on my foot. I keep wood loves and black beauty stick insects. Well, dropping a cup on your foot isn't good, but if it makes you feel any better, I dropped a rock on my foot today. I was cleaning out some moss, actually. I was soaking some moss in my garden, and I found these weird little creepy crawly things, and I was asking people what they were. We first thought maybe mayfly larvae, and then people came up and said they were actually mosquito larvae. And I was like, oh, okay. So I had to tip out this water, and as I was doing it, I knocked this rock off a ledge and it went splat on my foot. I wasn't very happy about that. Sounds like a plan. Alrighty, we'll do that then. I've got 2 different species, in fact, that I can do over giveaway for next week. We just need to come up with a cunning plan and maybe a particular special guest. I don't know who to have, though. What have we said here, Jade? I'd be so much more into phasmids if only they didn't need food plants picked weekly. Will only feasibly keep a couple enclosures myself because I don't like going out all the time. Yeah, I know what you mean. This is why I'm trying to grow a lot of plants at the moment. And I'm fortunate enough that a lot of what I get is near my work. So I just leave for work a couple hours early, take a big bag, fill up the bag, and then stash it at work, do my day, come home, and then sort them out. I've found it easier since I do a select amount of bramble eaters. So how many bramble eaters have I got now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I've got to lighten my weight. 5, 6, 7. I think it was 7. Is it 7? I think I've got 7 bramble eaters right now, and I'm only going to go up to 8 bramble eaters at a time because that's the most annoying plant to pick. Although it's everywhere, you get cuts, you get scrapes, you get weird looks from people because it takes longer to cut it away and get the right amount. Whereas your privet eaters, I can just go out at night down the road and cut them from a local gym, outside a local gym, and that's done. I've got a euonymus eater, which I'm already growing quite well, so I'm sorted for that. And I have fern eaters, which are in this woodland part by my work, and they're so easy, just a quick snip and chuck in a bag. And I'm growing ferns too, so they're all good. But the bramble is my biggest bee-ache of them all. So yeah, we'll take up to maybe 1 more bramble, which is a shame because a majority of species I want happen to eat that, which is really quite annoying, which is why we're going to do a bit more experimentation on to see if we can get them onto some other plants. So Darcy thinks I should have Gar. He's working now though, Darcy. He's got a new job. I would love to have Gar on, and we have spoke about him coming on, but it all depends around his work now. What's up? Someone had a pig step on their foot. Okay, you beat my rock. I want to be the next guest. I don't know anything about stick insects, but I'm moderately entertaining. I like the sound of that. I like your personality already. We can certainly discuss it by all means. Well, Diana, I'm sorry you've had a bad day. Hopefully this may have brightened up your day a little bit. I don't know how, but oh, so somebody's trying hawthorn at the moment. So yeah, hawthorn, I've got that near my work too. And I started growing hawthorn, although it's not really establishing that well. I'm not quite sure why. It is potted though, so perhaps I need to put it in something larger. But yeah, hawthorn is another good one. The only reason I like bramble so much is because sometimes you can get the really big leaf ones, which are just great. It's like oak because you've got really big oak leaves as well. But I am not near any evergreen oak, which is the annoying thing. So if I kept something purely eating off oak, then when winter came, I'd be screwed because I don't live near any evergreen oak, which is a nightmare. Isaac had a horse step on his foot when he was 6. I like that we're just discussing all the ways we can damage our feet. This is great. I had a donkey stand on my toe today. I don't believe that one. Oh dear, what have I started? Yeah, this is a foot competition now. How many times or how badly can we damage our feet? This might be a reoccurring thing. You're going to have to come to every stream now and tell us foot stories.
That could draw a very peculiar crowd.
Yes, yes. Good point. Well, if they sign up to my Patreon, they can enjoy foot talk or pictures. There you go. Become a patron of mine. I'll send you a picture of my feet. There we go.
I'm canceling.
Oh, that'd be very kind of you, Diana. But don't go out your way. If it's simple to do and you're okay to do that, then by all means, I would love to. Thank you. But don't go out your way for it. None of mine like hawthorn. Oh, that's a shame. I went to the New Forest and made donkey friends. Have you been eating some kind of funky mushrooms or something? Oh, did I miss your question, Mark? Just fire it away again, buddy. This is the best story. So I got glassed by a pigeon today. This isn't even a joke. This man here has sent me photographic evidence of how this pigeon has ruined his day. So I think he wins that one. But it didn't get your foot. It has to get your foot. No worry. What was it? Amy Cork, thank you for joining. We're not going to be on much longer now, guys, anyway. Check your messages, Sam. What? Oh, God. What don't you believe? Says Skarner. No way. Okay, I take it back. You've got. What? Why are you with a donkey? What's going on? You're born without feet. Is that a legitimate born without feet? Because I don't want to laugh if you were legitimately born without feet. And you eat apple leaves. I tell you what, it's worth a try. I can't see any harm in trying it. I don't think there's anything too toxic about apple leaves. So give it a go. See what happens. Sorry, my semi-blindness doesn't fit the criteria. No, it doesn't. We can't feel sorry for you today. Blindness is not a part of today's stream. You have to injure your foot. Perhaps you will win when we have a talk about eyes. Maybe next stream we can discuss how we injure our eyes. I have a sty in my eye. There's just here, but I think your eye story beats mine. Only just though. Only just. You see. Sty versus pigeon smashing into glass, falling into your eye. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Mark's re-asked this question. Do you have to worry about chemicals being sprayed on? Yes, you do, unfortunately. I'm going to be doing a video, actually, Mark, about the safest food plant, the safest way. I can't think of how to word it. The safest way, or the way to gather the safest plants is more like what it will be. I don't know how I will title the video because that just sounds awful. But it's about going into the woods and finding the best spots for your bramble and other food plants. I've basically took some footage walking around the woods, and I'll voice over it and try and explain to everyone the best places to go or types of places to go to collect them. Car fumes do it too, so you get roadside bramble, and although there are some people that have fed roadside bramble for years with no problems, you always have that risk because of car pollution. So car fumes resting on the leaves over the amount of cars, if you think, go down a specific road, that can kill them. If dogs are taking a pee on the plants, that can do it. Pesticides, insecticides used by local councils will definitely kill them. So yes, it's a big risk, and I've actually lost entire cultures because of this. There was a species I was trying to raise many years ago now. I failed the first batch of nymphs, and then I repurchased some more because I was determined, got them to sub-adult stage, which I was so chuffed about. And then I gave them a food plant that wiped out the entire culture because it must have had some sort of chemical spray on it that I didn't know about. And even if you rinse them off, it doesn't always get rid of it all. And I've never tried that same species again because I was just so thrilled to think I'll finally get adults of this particular one, and then just wiped out the entire lot. And it only took 2 days. 2 days after I put that plant in, they were all dead. Oh, you went hunting for ants. I see. We've had a discussion about OnlyFans here. Maybe I should do that. I have coronavirus right now. Now, again, is that legitimate? Because I hope that you're okay. Just see it as a holiday from work, away from work. You can sit there, have a cough, enjoy your animals. As long as you're not like too sick. But then you wouldn't be on here if you were too sick, would you? Trying to win the injury of the day too. It's not actually that bad. The flu is past, but still in isolation. Well, at least you're less likely to get it again, I suppose. I know there's no evidence to that, but you'll only get the mutated versions. So there you go. I work from home, so I was working through it. Oh, shame. That's horrible. All right, this is a pity stream now. We've just got to feel sorry for everybody. Damaged feet, damaged eyes, dead pigeons, donkeys, Jade dying at home. What's this? I got a silly topic for next week. Bird problems or errors. Now, when we say bird problems, are we talking to the animal or are we talking about the females of the species, female humans? So we can call them birds, right? Because we don't want to talk about women's problems on my streams. I don't think that's very appropriate. I'm healthy, Sam. I ended it. There we go. Isaac's finished it all. He's fine. He's healthy. I've really got to get off this in a few minutes, guys. So if there's anything else, what else here? Okay. I've just had a look at another picture of the pigeon injury. I'm not going to share it on here because I don't have permission to do that. But yeah, damn. Back to stay to the end. Well, we're going to be ending it any moment now. Animals like pigeons. Okay. Is this so that we can let Adam win the war? I think we should let him win anyway. I mean, he's actually pretty injured. So Mark's having his other eye done on the 2nd of August. Well, good luck with that. Maybe we should do eyes after that date then. Maybe we should discuss eyes then. I kind of like how this stream's going. We're just gone completely off the subject of animals. Well, aside from off the subject of invertebrates and just talk about the most crazy things.
I'll definitely be back for the eye conversation. I work in an optometrist office.
Ooh. I know nothing about eyes. Nothing. That's why I don't wear glasses.
What do you have against glasses, Sam?
I actually don't have anything against them. I just don't want to wear them. I feel silly at the opticians. And the one time I did pick some up, they were actually too strong for my eyes. And then I just never went back. I was like, well, sod you. If you can't get it right first time, then you've had your chance. Oh, what's this one before we get going? Hello, Proud Dog. What a cool name. Last winter was hard to find food for stick insects. What can I do if they eat a lot at the minute that it's fresh daily? So I'm actually going to make a video in winter to advise people the best way to do it. But at least, I'm not sure where you're from, but at least where I'm from, the best place to go is wooded areas, because they're sheltered from the frost a lot more. So the top of the trees are going to be hitting the snow, hitting the frost. As it's going down and down and down, thinner and thinner layers until you get to the bottom, and they can survive some really harsh temperatures. So you'll find them around the bottom of trees and things like that. But it depends where you are in the world. Like, I know the Canadians, when they have a winter, that's it. Psh, they ain't got no food for theirs, evergreen or not. It's just not going to happen. But I will do a video, hopefully this winter, to explain how I go about it exactly. But you really want to look for sheltered areas the best you can. I love how I stirred everyone off topic. Well, no, that's a good thing. That's because I had nothing else to say. You saved the stream. Or Sam said, I know a little bit about eyes, like how you can't consume a fan windscreen with your eyeballs. That's how the glass went in his eye. So you see, the pigeon hit the windscreen. What's this? You could hang phasmids off the frames and start a new trend. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I should get some glasses. My young person jumped on my foot and broke it. Oh, wow. Okay. So we've got some more foot topics here. You should have maybe saved those photos, because you probably could have made some, I don't know, do weird feet people like the sight of like abnormal, like broken feet? I don't know. Who here likes weird feet thing? No, we're not going to discuss this. Jade loves getting new glasses because the world is so HD. I'm old school. I don't need HD. Right.
He says at the screen.
Hey?
As you say, as you squint at the screen.
Yeah, that's true. I'll wait until they develop something better. I want 4K. I don't want HD. I want 4K vision or 8K vision or whatever it's going to be by then. Yeah. The pigeon didn't just hit the windscreen. It tried to come in and join me. But settled and assaulted my face with a deadly weapon instead. It can only happen to you. You just, maybe you should stop driving. You've had a lot of problems come when you're driving. Mark broke a rib while he was coughing.
Ooh.
Well, that's one big cough.
Yeah, that hurts.
What are you saying about my eyes? Sam's eyes are like a detuned terrestrial TV. What else we got here? 360p vision, 144. Stars, you say, my glasses were 700. The frames are only 150 of that. Blimey. I don't really have to pay a lot to have glasses over here, but I still just, nah. Your eyes are bad. It's okay, I will join you in the bad eye club. And Adam can't drive because he can't see, because he's being hunted by pigeons. I heard Sam has a seagull story. Yeah, I can't discuss it on a live stream, unfortunately, because it's quite offensive, actually.
It is.
Yeah, it's not a topic for a live, because then I really will be kicked off of YouTube. You see, yeah. They won't just take my money; they will stop me posting. The channel will be deleted. So I can't share that story here. It was a fairly hard winter in the UK last year. If you bury the tips of bramble stems, they should root. You can keep them in a pot and warm, and they might produce leaves. That's very true. Yeah, try and get some things on windowsills and stuff like that as well, if you get a little greenhouse. But what's this? I have odd feet. Some pictures too of when I ripped a tendon. The word tendon gives me like, ugh, I can't do it. I don't know why. I need to take that off my screen. It makes me feel funny. Tell me in a PM. Yeah, I will do. It will take a while though. It's and yeah, don't think I'm an evil, horrible human being either. Because I was a child, okay? I was a child. I didn't understand the way the world worked. Maybe offensive story. You've already been demonetized. Yeah. What did you do to the poor seagull? I didn't do anything to a seagull. The offense is actually the actual offensive part is about other people. Yeah. The kind of thing you can't say when you're an adult. Seagull story is epic. I tell it best when I'm drunk, though. So you people need to meet me in person and then have a few drinks and then talk about the seagull story because it's even better. Right, Aito seagull story. Oh my god, I'm gonna have so many messages about the seagull story. I might have to do a group conversation here, so it's gonna be a lot of copy and pasting. Should get Sam drunk on the stream. Yeah, good luck with that. You see, I stream on a Wednesday and I have my sproglet who is asleep upstairs, and I have to take her to school in the morning, so I don't drink on a Wednesday, I'm afraid. Although if you want me drunk on a live stream, I am taking a week's holiday in August. And during that time, maybe, I'm actually going to go and visit a friend as well. So not a YouTube person, unfortunately, but I'm going to go visit a friend. And I'll be incredibly drunk then. So you might get a live stream of me in a strange town where I don't know where I am. In fact, if I get lost as well, I might load up a live stream on my phone where I'm trying to find my way back to my hotel room on my own in a town that I don't know where anything is, because I'm guaranteed to get ditched halfway through the night. So yeah, it will be interesting. I might have to Facebook it, and then I can tell you all the seagull story. I'll probably get beaten up on the way back to the hotel room for the things that I'm saying. I think you should tell a story now. Then it's not coming out. It's not coming out today. All right, Mark's off. Thank you for joining, Mark. In fact, I'm going to be off too. Unless there's anything else you want to say or anything, Bobby, you all good?
Thanks for having me on.
No problem. No problem at all. Thanks for coming on. Otherwise, it would have just been me looking at camera all the time. So yeah, so we got 2 of these to give out. Remember to send me addresses, ladies and gentlemen, please, and I will get that done tomorrow. Or possibly Friday, but within the next 2 days. So yeah, I'm going to call it now. Thanks for coming on, Bobby. Thank you to all the disciples of the realm for helping me push through in this time of need. It's been absolutely amazing, and thank you to all the viewers and subscribers for just sticking by me. Take care, everyone. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.